everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Raiders going up against the Jaguars.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lang. Throw right, and that's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Lang. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Lang. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he is knocked down from the side. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards on the ground. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Lang. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Lang under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here we go now. Philly, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Over. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Leopard. Watching that, Barney.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, Lang. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw on second down. Lang. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lang escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Mario Edwards able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. They run the counter now on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gone. All right, now, look at 56. Detroit. Hot.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down. Lang. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. He'll drop to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Check, Patriot, set, green, 39, green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky, over. All right, now, lucky 56, watch him now, Barney. Gone. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second.
And the Raiders have got him. Eddie Vanderdoes with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
To throw on second down. Lang. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Lang. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Off-play action. Lang. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eddie Vanderdoes breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back to throw. Lang. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Lang letting one go deep for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, and now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the wideout in motion. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Good, good. Good, good.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Set. Green, 39. Over.
Operating from the gun. Lang. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Off the play fake. Lang, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lang. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Lang. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mario Edwards in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. First and goal here from the 9. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, here we go. No, check.
Throwing again. Lang. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Lang. Looking deep here for Ebron. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Fights loose. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Lang. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team,